Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Media Files. So, we have ourselves a great, awesome update for you guys. So, what can we say? Who doesn't like a little tunage, am I right? Yeah, whatever your genre of music is your preference. Me, personally, I like, some good old classic, rock and roll. We're talking anywhere from 60s to, 80s, 90s, early 2000s metal, good old classic rock and roll and whatnot, but, or in even instrumental soundtracks. Yes. Yes, we got ourselves some music DVDs to show off today. Yes, a little something to add to the music collection. So with that, let's see what we got right here on the Media Files. Let's check it out. Alright, welcome back. So, first off, we have a movie here that is an adaptation of a Broadway show of the same name. Now, I've never seen the Broadway show, but I've heard of it. Definitely very early in the 50s when this movie came out. Of course, has some great actors in it. Of course, the late, great Paul Newman, as well as Elizabeth Taylor, as well as our favorite lovable singing snowman, Burl Ives. Yes, of course, talking about Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. So, yeah, there we go. Got some great bonus features on here. So we have commentary by biographer Donald Spoto, author of The Kindness of Strangers, The Life of Tennessee Williams. New featurette, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, playing cat and mouse, and the theatrical trailer. So, yeah, there we go. Not bad, for what it is. So, cool. There we go. Alright, so up next, let's go away from Broadway. Let's bump it up a little bit, a little more tunage to, shall I say, some big band music. Who doesn't like big band? Some of it, I don't mind. Like, for example, I enjoy listening to, every now and then, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. So, got some decent tunage there with them. But this one here, this movie is basically, what can I say? It's a Martin Scorsese movie that I've never seen before. And, well, it takes place in the 40s. So here we have Robert De Niro and Eliza Minnelli in New York, New York. Now, this is the special edition from the Martin Scorsese Film Collection series. Got some pretty decent special features on here. So we have introduction by Martin Scorsese, audio commentary by Martin Scorsese and film critic Carrie Rickey, some alternate takes, deleted scenes, photo gallery, and of course the theatrical trailer and teaser. So yeah, there you go. Not bad. Some decent stuff in there. And I am seeing something right in front of me that I need to grab for this video, which I completely forgot to grab. Oh, yeah, stare at the back wall there for a minute. Okay. Well, actually, the one thing, I'll just go ahead and just show it to you because, well, I forgot to pull this out a minute ago. But what can we say? Well, let's just say if you enjoy some classic rock and roll, shall we say, then basically everything else here is definitely for you guys, and need to find. All right. So, for example, first off, who doesn't love a little Zeppelin? Am I right? Oh, yeah. So, I'm, of course, talking about the 2-disc Led Zeppelin DVD set. Yeah. Now, this thing is totally cool. Has a concert on here, loads of great other songs and whatnot. Has 2 DVDs, loads of great stuff. I think this came out around, when did this come out? 2003. So, I want to say this is probably almost like a resurgence of Led Zeppelin when this came out, and I think there's actually an Uber Deluxe set which has this and the CDs with it. But what can we say? Who doesn't love Led Zeppelin? Am I right? I mean, come on, Immigrant Song, Kashmir, The Battle Forevermore. What else? I mean, A Whole Lot of Love, Communication Breakdown. Misty Mountain Hop. Stairway to Heaven, what can I say? The list goes on and on. If you love some classic rock and roll, look no further. All right. Well, speaking of other classic rock and rolls, you can't go wrong. You got to get yourself also some Rolling Stones. Am I right? Yeah. So this is the Four Flicks box set. I can't believe I found this. And you know what? I got this at Disc Replay. This was part of their buy 3 get 6 free sale. Free. I'm not joking. I'm like, are you serious right now? That is awesome. Loaded. Absolutely loaded with stuff. Basically, I mean, it's a 4-disc set, which I'm not going to take out right now because we're definitely going to do a closer look at this at some point. Or I guess we'll call it a close-up, I guess. It's been forever since I've done one of those. But yeah, definitely, if you love some Stones, there you go. Well, speaking of Stones, well, what can I say? You gotta, if you love Zeppelin, the Stones, you gotta add these guys to it, right? I mean, you gotta add a little bit of Jim Morrison. No, I am not talking about the Oliver Stone movie, which I love, by the way. But of course, I'm talking about the Doors collection. Yeah, at first I thought this was like the collector's edition of the movie, like the old, like the Universal DVD. But it is not. It is actually a collection of, it's actually from the Dance on Fire Live at Hollywood Bowl. And, what else is on here? The Soft Parade. Basically, it seems like long-form videos. And, this thing is absolutely loaded. I mean, mind you, this thing runs for, like 3 hours in total, which is great. So we have audio commentary with Ray Manzarek on keyboards, John Desmore on drums, and Robbie Krieger on guitar. New LA Woman video, the director's cut, the newly found print of The Unknown Soldier, Ray Manzarek's UCLA film student films Evergreen and Induction. That's cool. Excerpts from John Desmore's one-man play. Robbie Krieger's performing a new version of The End. Outtakes from the Doors archives narrated by photographer Henry Diltz. And over 100 rare collectibles plus Doors personal artifacts. So that is awesome. Basically, it looks like it's basically 3 different videos. Yeah, that is cool. What can I say? Who doesn't love the Doors? Am I right? I mean, come on. You got The End. I mean, just go listen to them, and then after that, go watch the movie, because Val Kilmer does a killer impression of Jim Morrison. You think it'd be Jim Morrison brought back to life. It's that good. Alright, so speaking of really good stuff, you know what? We've had our classic rock and roll. We've had our Stones, we've had this, we've had Doors, we've had, this. Let's kick it up a notch, and let's go with some heavy metal. Am I right? Yeah. So here we have this really cool DVD collection of one of my absolute favorite bands from the 80s. Of course, talking about Def Leppard, Hysteria, and In the Round in Your Face. Some great. I think they're all music videos. I believe either that or there are a couple of concerts put together. But what can I say though? I love me some Def Leppard. I mean, come on, who doesn't love them? Such a great stuff, and it's got 18 tracks for Historia, and 14 tracks for In the Round in Your Face, and then we also got some bonus material. We got the Slang video, Working Out video, All I Want Is Everything video, Goodbye video, Promises video, an interview, and a discography. Basically, it looks like they got several of music videos on this thing. So yeah, cool. Alrighty, then up next, let's start off. I mean, if you enjoy, taking what you learned, from, 60s era music, but throwing that type of tunage into a metal guitar, then what can I say? You gotta listen to some Killmister, am I right? Yeah, I'm talking about Motorhead. Yeah, so here we have 25 and Alive, Bone Shaker, yeah. Basically, this is the live at Brixton Academy in London on October 22nd, 2000 for the 25th anniversary of Motorhead. Yeah, I mean, what can we say? It's frickin' Motorhead. That's all you need to know. I mean, if you've never heard of Motorhead, go check them out. You will thank me later. And we're talking like Okay, for example, you kids out there today, for those of you who enjoy WWE and love Triple H's theme song, it's done by them. So that's all you need to know. Go sort out more Metalhead besides just the 3 songs that they did for Triple H. There, you will thank me later. Alrighty, so then, finally, well, if you got some metal in there, you know what? How about a documentary? Yeah, how about learning about the story of thrash metal? Yeah, I'm talking about Get Thrashed, the story of thrash metal. We're talking, Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Pantera, Anthrax, Slipknot, Hatebreed, In Flames, Lamb of God, all those great bands that you listened to when you were probably either in middle school or high school, but you probably still listen to these days now after you're done with all that. Why? Because it still kicks so much freaking ass. Am I right? Yeah, so what can I say? This documentary runs for over 3 hours. Over 3 hours of metal. That's all you need to know. Yeah. I've never actually watched this yet, but what can I say? If you love yourself some metal, go sort this puppy out. So, alrighty. Well, that does it for me to you for now, guys. If you want anything reviewed, don't forget to hit the link down below. Go to the Patreon page. Check out those commentaries and whatnot. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and, comment down below there on the channel. And with that, you guys, I will see you next time. See ya.